Hi, my name's Amber Stewart, and today I'm presenting to you about Global Goal 6, Clean Water and Sanitation. There are 2 billion people who do not have access to clean water, and 3.6 billion people who do not have access to sanitation services, such as hand washing stations, showers, or bathrooms. I have a personal connection to this topic due to the students and families that I work with daily. One of the largest projects at my school is the Walk for Water. We participate in this walk every year, and each classroom has a fundraising box where we collect change throughout the week, and we then turn that money into our FRC. Our FRC will then work with the local clean water and sanitation group that will take this money to third world countries to help with ways to improve their water and ways to improve their sanitation conditions. There are 2 goals for Global Goal 6 that I chose to work on, and they are Target 6.3, improving the water quality, wastewater treatment, and the safe reuse. There are 368 million people who use unsafe drinking water daily. Our goal by 2030 is to improve water quality by reducing the pollution, eliminating dumping, and minimizing the release of hazardous chemicals and materials. We are also working to increase recycling and the safe reuse globally. For Target 6A, we are expanding water and sanitation support for developing third world countries. Currently, 1 in 3 people live without sanitation, and this is causing unnecessary disease and death. And when we're able to provide proper equipment and education, we can stop the senseless suffering and the loss of innocent lives. Our goal by 2030 is to expand international cooperation and capacity building support in developing countries' waters and sanitation-related activities and programs such as Walk for Water. In my Explore portion on my website, we are looking at what is the water crisis. The water crisis is described as a water deficiency or the lack of safe water supplies. Every 2 minutes, a child dies from the lack of clean water and sanitation, according to the Safe Water Crisis. For this portion on my website, you will find my mind map, and the mind map describes 5 reasons for the global water crisis. Farm waste is one of the biggest pollutions that we have. We also have sanitation issues, the increased demand for clean water, the overuse of water, and the lack of availability. 668 million healthcare workers do not have access to clean water in order to wash their hands. Another fact that I learned while researching was on Earth, only 0.3% of our water is actually usable. And this is also linked on my website. So the reasons for the water crisis: pollution, sanitation issues, the increase for demands for clean water, overuse of water, and the lack of availability. This video is from UNICEF, and it is also linked on my
What I'm about to
webpage.
say is not.
And this YouTube video shares what UNICEF believes and explains how we are working together around the world to create safe and clean water and sanitation for everybody. Global and national statistics. 1 in 3 people globally do not have access to clean drinking water. In 2022, globally, 1.7 billion people used contaminated drinking water, and 2.2 billion people in the United States live without running water or access to plumbing. This is a video that shares how Edmonson County is locally being
And to discuss the
hindered by our drinking water. As of right now, we are looking at in Edmonson County this summer not being able to have water to use for drinking, cooking, bathing, due to the Corps of Engineers removing the locks from the Green River. And so this video is also linked on my website if you're interested in more information. On the interpreting phase, we looked at data I collected from 34 participants. And this Google form shares with you the survey that I sent out, and I asked my friends and family to complete this because I was curious to see what their opinion was on the global water crisis. Did they think we actually had a crisis? Did they think it was just specific to third world countries, or did they know that it actually impacted the United States as well? The people that took this survey were from the ages of 18 to 52. You can also see more of these results on my website. Majority of people believe that the access to water, sanitation, and hygiene is a human right, but I was surprised to see that we had people that said no, that it was not a human right. But there are more maps like this on my website. In our brainstorming phase, I created an infographic about 5 different ways to help conserve water, and this infographic is also linked on my webpage. But 5 ways that we can help to conserve our water is to take shorter showers, redistribute water, reduce the usage of water, turning it off when you're brushing your teeth or washing your face, fixing the drips around our homes, and adding an agitator to our water. In the development phase, I wanted to include my preschool students, and I work with students ages 3 to 5, so I created a lesson plan about the importance of saving water and reducing the pollution. So my students were able to use a sensory table within our classroom, and they had to clean out the pollution to help protect the animals within the water. We discussed the different ways that we can help conserve water within our classroom, and there's more information on my webpage. The final phase was the testing phase, and I asked my paraeducators what they thought about our lesson, and we also created an ed puzzle for our students to watch. And so some of the suggestions, once I submitted the lesson, was to implement this lesson in a small group instead of a large group setting. We looked for ways to conserve water while we were at school, turning the water off when we were using the restroom, limiting how many drinks from the water fountain we did. We started counting 1, 2, 3, that's enough for me. We created hands-on activities related to saving water, and we sent those activities home with our families. Do you have any questions? Everything is linked on my website if you do have any questions. Thank you.